News of the day. I was like, all right, we got to find something lighthearted here. Everything's about Ukraine. Nukes. Digging deeper. I'm like, what can we do? And so this is what we settled on, and it gets very much to this. And look, no disrespect, but the ratings just came out for CNN's Jake Tapper, his brand new show. It launched 2 nights ago to great aplomb. I'm sure some of you saw.
Primetime move.
Primetime move, 9 p.m. slot. This is the coveted slot in all of cable. And this isn't just about Jake. This is about the entire medium. So I thought I would read to you some of the numbers that have come in from this. And just so you guys know that he had an interview with the President of the United States. All right, this used to be one of those flagship things. How many people decided to tune in? Well, okay. So it was more than 1 million less than Sean Hannity's Fox News. It was half of MSNBC. But my personal favorite is when you actually dig into what the advertisers over there actually care about. Young people. So actually shout out if you're between 25 and 54. Go ahead. All right. So a shit ton of the people here.
Most of the audience,
Shit ton of the people here.
No disrespect to anybody over or below that, by the way.
No, or below, above, whatever. It's all good. We welcome any and all stripes. He got just 211,000 people in that demographic. So it means
for an interview with the President of the United States in primetime.
With the President. And the crazy thing is, he actually beat MSNBC, which had over 2.5 million people watching their show, that had only 144,000 people.
Oof.
What's so insane is that, look, I'm not gonna claim that we're bigger than these people, but breaking points, 95% of our audience is in that key demographic, and we get well over 1 million for every single show that we do. And it's not about us being, look, they are powerful in so many different ways, but the point is that this is something to be celebrated, not just as a dunk on Jake, but about the entire medium and artifice, the structure that kept a lot of us down, that covered for a lot of the people who robbed us and what I was talking about earlier. It's falling apart. I saw a lot of you guys really appreciated what we were talking about late night. And again, no disrespect, Trevor Noah, but that guy lost 1 million viewers in 7 years. 1 million. How does something like that even get propped up? Colbert is the same. He has broadcast TV, Krystal, which is a genuine government monopoly, and is losing to fucking Greg Gutfield on Fox News.
I mean, these are zombie outlets with a zombie business model. I mean, that doesn't mean they're not gonna continue for a long time. But CNN and MSNBC in particular, their new executives, and both of them have new executives in charge, they are overtly putting them into a managed decline.
Yes.
I mean, over at CNN, with the move of Jake Tapper, and they put Don Lemon in the morning, and they moved John Berman somewhere else. Like, they're just literally shifting deck chairs on the Titanic. They're not trying anything. Their big play was CNN Plus, and we all saw how that went, right? So ultimately, they've just decided, all right, we're gonna try to cut down the budget. We're not going for any big splashy plays. We're not trying to do the new thing. We're just gonna try to hold on to the increasingly small scraps of what we've got left. And you have this legacy model where advertisers and the cable companies still pay them more than what they're actually getting is actually worth. That'll persist for some amount of time. They have, of course, tons of elite caching, incredibly powerful in terms of all of that. But they're in managed decline. Over at MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, the quarterback of the network, right? Whatever you think of her, and we certainly have lots of thoughts on her, she was the only person there who actually could pull in an audience. They didn't even try to replace her. They brought in Alice Wagner, who actually was at MSNBC back when I was at MSNBC. And they know that her show there did not perform. There's a reason that she got canceled from the network before. So to fill in for their big primetime quarterback, they put in someone that they know is a proven loser. That's what managed decline looks like. They can pay her a lot less. She doesn't mind being big-footed when they can shove Rachel back in, or for other, big network coverage events. It's pretty incredible when you realize that even they know their ship is sinking. So this is why we believe so passionately in what we're building here, because we think this is the beginning of something. And if we can have something that is true and honest and really tries to grapple with the issues that are facing the country and the world in a serious way and have some fun while we're at it, try to every day a little bit, how much of a better place would the country be in if we just came at it from that and not everything corrupted by corporations and profit and fucking big pharma ad every time you turn around.
You know, the single biggest compliment that we get is when I hear from people and they're like, "You changed my relationship with my dad, like your show. You changed my relationship with my relatives who I thought differently from because it was one of those things where they were just glued to Fox, glued to MSNBC. The dining table would turn into a shouting match. And as the acrimony, the bitterness that it would cause in people's households was genuinely ripping and tearing people apart. And you multiply that by millions, and that's how we got here. And the whole point is that, look, it's not just about breaking points, it's about independence. It's about the fact that the country can change for the better. It's just the revolution is literally here. It just doesn't feel like it yet. And it will come. It will come very, very slowly. It can feel for people like us who are enlightened now. But at a certain point, the zombie, it basically has to fall. Like somebody's got to shoot it in the head with a shotgun. I don't know who that person is going to be.
Not literally, guys.
Yeah, not literally.
Cover our ass here.
Some asshole, some Media Matters person is going to clip that and say that.
Cable news is ripping us apart, dividing the country, making it impossible to function as a society, and making it impossible to know just what is true and what is false. But the good news is they are failing and they know it.
That is why we're building something new, a new mainstream, a healthier one, something more trustworthy, something that we are going to need in one of the most pivotal times in American history. We are building up here for the midterms, for the upcoming presidential election, but we need your help. So if you can help us out by becoming a premium member today at breakingpoints.com, we're trying to change America for the better and the entire world.
So what are you waiting for, guys? Go to breakingpoints.com and sign up and help us build a new mainstream.